In the second and third law of thermodynamics, it refers to the concept of entropy. Chances are you probably don't have a full understanding of what that actually means. Today, we're going to dive fully into the mystery of entropy, and hopefully give you a thorough understanding of it. You may have heard entropy defined as a disorder. It is, and we will talk about that later, but for now, forget the entropy disorder, because that may be a stumbling block later on. Entropy is the total amount of microstates an object can be in. Microstates refer to where the specific molecule is at one moment. So an oxygen molecule in the air could be here, over there, or whatever. See, it has a high entropy because it has a lot of possible places where it could be. Okay, back to the disorder thing. The classic analogy for the second law of thermodynamics is the statement that rooms get messy over time, but they never clean up by themselves. The second law of thermodynamics states that during a process in an isolated system, the entropy always increases. As time goes on, the room gets messier or disorderly. The entropy increases. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's look at another analogy of entropy, but this time we'll think of entropy not as disorder, but the total amounts of microstates. It goes like this. You take a deck of cards and throw them into the air. All of the cards scatter across the floor in a highly disordered, high entropy state. Think of the 52 cards as molecules inside of an object. Before you threw the cards, they were in a highly ordered, low entropy state. But when you threw them, you greatly increased the number of possible microstates those cards could be in. Just think about how many arrangements you could throw 52 cards down on the ground. The second law of thermodynamics is a curse for the universe. When entropy increases, the amount of usable energy decreases. Think about a plug outlet. The amount of electrons in the outlet is much greater than the amount in the appliance you are plugging in. So the electrons move from high voltage in the plug to the lower voltage in the appliance, and voila, you have electricity. In order for things to happen, you need a difference in energy. If the amount of electrons in the outlet in your wall is the same as the amount in your appliance, no electrons will move through the appliance, and therefore no electricity. When all the usable energy is used up, nothing will be able to happen because it requires energy to do work. This is the universe's fate, but don't worry, it certainly will not happen in your lifetime. It is predicted this universal equilibrium will occur in roughly a Google years. But is the second law of thermodynamics really that surprising? This isn't just some curse. The second law has always been true. There are so many more possible ways for something to be disordered than ordered, so statistically, disorder will always win. Entropy is the universe's biggest enemy, and entropy has already won.